Welcome back, everybody. Gaming Grandpa here doing a season wrap-up. This is our first wrap-up for UCD. Now, this is the end results. One thing first I wanted to tell, we didn't start the season until January, so it's kind of a complicated season. Us and USA, the MLS, are the only ones I know of that start the season in January. It's really confusing. So technically, we're still ongoing with Europa League, which is really, really weird. But we finished 7th in the league. We were predicted to finish 9th, I believe it was. We lost in the semifinals, and we actually won the Champions Trophy, which was preseason. Now, I'm doing this slideshow on a new recording system, so I'm hoping that everything goes smooth. I've been having a lot of trouble, but anyhow, we'll get into the wrap-up. All right. The most goals was tied with Morrow, who is our superstar in Lonergan. He was our striker that came with the team, and they both had 13 goals, and they finished 4th in the league. Most assists went to Morrow. He had 10, which is pretty good. Once again, it's like halfway through the season for this wrap-up, so it's really kind of weird. All right, clean sheets was Moore. He only had 3, and that's why he finished 10th. Appearances, best average, top youngster has to go to Morrow. Team MVP actually went to Morrow because of all of his stats and stuff. All right, this is the top 11. As you can see, pretty much has been my starting lineup for most of the season. Now, there are a few changes that I'll cover in the transfer window. All right, of course, the all-time, that won't change until next season. Just some miscellaneous info that I started doing. You know, we're not having any transfer fee paid because I'm not allowed to buy players. So it's pretty much my youth academy and what came with the team. So far, the largest transfer fee received was for $680,000, which is kind of funny. My record was 19, 10, and 18, which isn't the greatest, but you know what? This is a work in progress, right? Biggest win and biggest loss were both 4-0, which is kind of funny, and that's my current wages and how much I've earned so far. Now, I'm actually really enjoying this save. It gets really hard because trying to choose a really good team, and I'm constantly going to be upgrading my players that come out of the youth academy, but they are still young, and you'll hear me yelling a lot in my videos, but there's not much I could do. Sometimes I forget I'm playing with a very, very young team. But anyway, that takes care of the season wrap-up. I'm going to have a transfer window here, or a transfer special here pretty quick. It is in January, so the transfer window just ended, so it's going to be 1 February. We're still in preseason, which is really weird because, you know, this time of year most of the teams aren't in preseason, so that's what makes it really goofy with trying to keep track of everything. But I'm going to do my best. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more.